Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
I am so mad about this. I was ready to go down to Montgomery to see Bert and Ernie hang from the gallows. I was ready. They were going to kill PBS in Alabama. And then they extended it for another year. What are you doing? Yaffe wrote the takedown of PBS in Alabama. He dispelled every argument that, it's for rural communities. Shut up. Nobody in Gurley is like, I just didn't know the storms were coming, so I turned on PBS and Arthur told me. No, that's garbage. Get out of here with this. But now they're forming a committee. I want to be on the committee. Governor Kay Ivey, Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth, anyone else with appointing authority, I want to be on the committee that looks at PBS. I am demanding it. I am formally requesting it, and Emily's going to send you an email.
Number 6.
Redstone Arsenal is among 9 Army sites being evaluated for something called the Janus Program. What is the Janus Program? That's a good question. It allows nuclear microreactors to provide resilient energy. Small market reactors are being considered for their ability to deliver, quote, secure, resilient, and reliable energy to support national defense installations and critical missions. The Redstone Arsenal is going to get their own nuke plant. By the way, this is really good for energy. This is good for energy. And we're going to need more nuke plants. You know why? AI. Yep. We're going to need it because it's gobbling up all this energy. Nuke plants are clean. They are efficient. They are safe. And I love what they're doing here. I love it. Let's go. More great stuff. More great moves. Let's make this happen. I am a super fan of this idea.
Number 5.
I'm gonna try to deliver this news without being disrespectful. You know that rap song? Like, I want to talk about this girl without being disrespectful. And they go ahead and they say all sorts of disrespectful things about her. That's this. A mid-November Cygnal poll shows a bloodbath for governor-elect national championship-winning coach, United States Senator Tommy Tuberville, over the former cowardly caretaker junior senator from the great state of Alabama in an ill-fitting suit who looks like he just woke up, stole his shoes from a homeless person, and owed his job to Richard Shelby, who also loves crushing ice cream sandwiches. Doug Jones, 53-34. Now, you may think to yourself, well, that's not that big of a bloodbath, but swing voters are favoring Tuberville 46-21, and high turnout voters are favoring him 57-36. It is a bloodbath, and I want to see Doug Jones get crushed.
Number 4.
A federal judge, of course, has done this. A federal judge has blocked Texas's newly drawn GOP congressional maps. What a surprise. Citing racial gerrymandering evidence and ordering the 2021 map's use. The map spurred California and other states to redraw their maps, and appeals are underway. I'm telling you, here's what's going to happen in this case. This is the abortion case 2.0. I'm telling you. Democrats are going to praise this decision, and this is going to be the one that blows up their gerrymandering across the board. It's going to go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's going to say, yeah, Texas can do this. And it's going to blow the whole thing up. And then more Republican states are going to gerrymander politically. They're going to do it, and I can't wait.
Number 3.
Governor-elect, national championship winning coach, United States Senator Tommy Tuberville, joined United States Senator Eric Schmidt of Missouri in writing a letter to D.C. District Court Judge Sri Srivastava. No way that's right. Calling for U.S. District Court Judge James Boasberg to lose his job for abusing his authority when he authorized the Biden Justice Department to spy on several Republican United States senators. Now, this call here to move this stuff forward and get this judge off the bench is warranted. It is. This is the story that you've been hearing about where Tommy Tuberville and Marsha Blackburn and others get to ask straight up for $500,000 from the federal government for them being spied on when they shouldn't have been. And I don't have any problem with it. A lot of people are mad about it. I'm not.
Number 2.
United States Senator Katie Britt addressed the Epstein Files release, that bill passed unanimously. We'll talk about it in just a second. Hoping it delivers justice and accountability for victims while questioning Democratic delays under Biden. Democrat delays under Biden. All 7 Alabama House members voted yes in the House, too. So it was unanimous for the state of Alabama to get behind this, and that's great. There was only one person who voted against this, and it was Clay Higgins is the guy who voted against this. And he voted no on this, and he was only one. He was the only one who did this, and I'm not sure what his reasoning is, but he has said no. We're not going to do that, and he voted no. He's the only one. Everyone else voted yes across the board and in the Senate as well.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
So now we have it on the president's desk. And our friends in the media are still doing the dumb stuff that they like to do. I mean, when they're not talking about Donald Trump saying, "Quiet, piggy," to a reporter, which it's my understanding he thought it was another reporter named Peggy. I can't imagine he'd just be like, "Quiet, piggy." I can't. Not in that situation. Like, could I imagine him going, "Yeah, she was a fat bitch"? I can definitely see him like off the cuff saying that. Yeah, but I can't imagine him looking someone in the face and be like, "Quiet, piggy." That doesn't make any sense. But either way, the point is this: they're doing what they're doing. The other thing they're doing is now talking about how Donald Trump called this a hoax, and now it's been unanimously passed, except for one guy, so not unanimous in the House. But now they're saying that he called it a hoax. The hoax is not the vote. The hoax is not the story. The hoax is not Epstein Island. The hoax is not the Epstein Files. He's not saying any of that. And they all know this. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Okay? He is calling the handling of this, how it's all about him, a hoax. But they're liars and they can't help themselves. My problem is I tell the truth too much and too hard. Okay, that's true. I should be more reserved. I should be, no. Their problem is they lie constantly. And that's what's happening here. Is he going to sign this thing? Most likely. Speaker Johnson was asked about it, and he said, we're both unhappy that they didn't add some amendments in there. They said, is he going to veto it? And he said, I didn't say that, which turned into Trump might veto it. So they also said Trump has deep disappointment on this. He's got to sign it. If he doesn't sign it, they should consider 25th Amendment removal against him. I'm dead serious on it. There is no justification to not sign this thing and want to move on. But that's where we're at right now. So we are awaiting the decision of Donald Trump. They should walk this thing over there right now, have him sign it, and then release the files. That's how this thing should go. That is not how this thing should go, and we'll continue covering it right here on WVNN and everywhere else you listen to this wonderful program, whether it's online or later on in the day at yellowhammernews.com. Yes, you can get it anywhere, and you can get your thoughts in right here as well. 866-494-WVNN. That is the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. I did not say Donald Trump called somebody a fat bitch. That is not what I said. Let me reiterate myself. I'm getting in a lot of trouble today, so let me reiterate myself. What I said is I don't see him looking at a reporter and saying, quiet piggy. It just doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for him to do that. But what I could see him doing is muttering under his breath later on about somebody being a fat bitch or something. So that's what I was saying. This quiet piggy thing is just another one of these stories where they cannot help themselves. There's an obvious explanation, and they're going to lie about it, and that's just what they're going to do. So there we go. I think you guys get the context. Let's take a quick time out before I get in even more trouble. Stay tuned.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.